Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. Hopefully, you guys are having some nice weather where you are. We're having some nice fall type weather today here. It's been so nice. I've had the windows open all day, which has been a great help because, unfortunately, for me, working with insurance stuff, the first of the month sucks. And the first of the month of October especially sucks because that is the first time for the year that the 2025 documents are out. So, as you can imagine, work for me today was a little stressful. Okay, I'm sure we're probably out of everything. You know what they need to put on here? Also, just a thought, a buy all button. Just buy all products, and then you can go through and like individually uncheck things. That would be nice. Yep. When it comes to insurance stuff, um, that's how it works. So 2025 stuff starts coming out in October, and we'll usually get multiple versions of 2025 stuff up into January of 2025 of the next year, in this case 2025. Yeah, usually they'll start coming out in October, and then there will be multiple versions of that document because they'll keep renewing it, but there will also be October, November, December 2024 documents of the same type. But 2025 on top of that. So we got like double. We get double the fun. If we can even call it fun. 8, 9, 10. Honestly, we probably don't need that, but I'm just gonna go down the line because I know usually I skip around, but I'm sure there's some stuff that's out. Tuna. But yeah, at least it's been nice weather today to combat all this mess. So I've been able to at least, damn, pardon me. I've been able to at least enjoy that much. So I'll take it. I will take it. Oh my god. So much stock. I'm going to let them stock for a minute and then I'll probably join them here. But anyway, yeah. It's been a hectic day if you work in insurance stuff, that's for dang sure, but thankfully it's over, and then I'm just praying that tomorrow is not as bad. Because the other normal months of the year, where it's first of the month, we will get a decent amount of stuff in, but it's I guess you could call it a minimal amount. So let's say if it's a normal day for us, that's not like a first of the month or second of the month day, we'll pull in like maybe let's say 200 to 300 documents a day is like a regular day. If it's a first of the month, sometimes it falls in the second day of the month, but a first of the month day, the normal part of the year, like the highest I've seen us pull in is maybe like 1,200. Versus today, there were 2,800 documents to work at the beginning of the day when we started. So it's definitely an uptick. Um, all kinds of insurance. So our company basically, we have like a system that clients can use to like pull insurance documents for any kind of insurance. So basically, what my job is to look through those documents and assign all of the attributes to them so that information can be found. So like the effective dates, what the document covers, or like what the focus is of the document, if you will. Um, connect it to a previous version if there's a previous version of the document, so that when that client goes in to look at it, they can look at all that stuff and find it easily. They can find previous versions if they need to go back a few or something like that. That's my main job. Not counting the other two departments that I help when I'm not doing this one. So all kinds of insurance. All the insurance. That's the answer. All the insurance. It sounds super boring, and I guess you could kind of say that it is, but I'm one of those people that likes monotonous data entry, and that's exactly what my job is. I'm left alone all day, and I process stuff. And nobody calls me. Well, unless there's an emergency or something, they call me on the computer. But other than that, other than like messages here and there, nobody bothers me all day, and I just sit and I listen to background noise and do that. Sounds super boring, but I like it. And of course, it's work from home, so that's always nice too. I've been working from home since 2015, and I hope for it to stay that way, like forever. Because now that I've worked from home, I don't ever want to go back to not doing that. Oh golly, I just realized it's been so long. I don't even remember where I had. Oh man, I don't even know my own store anymore. Oh, okay. There's bread. I was like, oh god, I don't even know. Oh, so I happened to conveniently pick the right shelf spot. Excellent. But yeah, as much as I hate to spend this much money in one shot, I'm sure we're like out of things. So we're just gonna do that. We're just gonna buy all the things and hope for the best. Are we full of moussaka? We are full of moussaka. Moussaka goes in the storage room. Window cleaner. Oh my goodness. And then, of course, we are preparing to go on vacation not that long from now and hoping, which Spirit, I know we might want to like check on that maybe middle of next week when it gets closer to when we're leaving, but hopefully there are no more hurricanes um, in the route between where we need to go and where we're going and such. I hope. Not just so that we don't get caught up in anything, but so that no one else has to deal with anything else. My goodness. Oh, I had more shampoo than I thought. Okay. Okay. Whoops. But hopefully nothing else happens. Not just for our sake, but everybody's sakes. I'm like this close to doing another store expansion, I think, because yeah, and we might want to just to check like a couple days before we go. I was gonna mention this, but and since it's under y'all's names, obviously it would be better if you guys did it. I'm sure, but we might want to call the hotels we're staying at and just do a check and make sure that all that's still good, or that they're not, that we won't be able to not get to them and everything. Because that would be terrible if we drove all day and got to the place and then they were like, "Oh yeah, sorry. Oh wait, that's not what was in there." Yeah, I would call and check with them. Like I would assume they'd be real professional about it and like call you if there was an issue, but if it comes to like road blockages and stuff, I don't know if hotels tell you about that if like they're blocked off. So I would check just in case. So I was going to mention that, and I just happened to remember it just now because I know I haven't texted it to you. But I would do that just to be safe because that would be horrible if something happened and we didn't have our rooms anymore and then it was like 8 o'clock at night outside of Atlanta and we had to scramble to find another place to stay for the night. Still gotta find stuff to put over there. Yeah. I guess I'm a little paranoid, but I would maybe give them a call and just be like, "Hey, obviously we know there have been hurricanes down around, in the area you guys are in. We just want to check and make sure there's no issues and that we can still get there, that you guys aren't blocked off or anything like that. Just in case, because you never know." Because once again, in the eye of natural disasters, with hotels and stuff too, I'm sure the last thing on their mind is like, oh, we need to get hold of these people that are going to stay here in like 2 weeks and let them know that there's an issue. Not to say that they wouldn't do that, but my overly paranoid behind says, hey, perhaps we should check just in case. Get rid of some of these tags here. Na 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 na. Green tea. I was drinking pink lemonade today, and I had a thought that I'd never thought before, so I Googled it. Never thought about it, but went to my sister-in-law's the other night for dinner, and they had regular lemonade, so it made me think of it. Um, I was like, does pink lemonade have a different taste than regular lemonade, or is it literally just colored differently and I'm being tricked? Because I never thought about it before, but I prefer pink lemonade to regular. And I was drinking it today, and I was just like, is there supposed to be a distinct taste difference, or is it literally the same thing and I'm just being conned because it's pink? And I looked it up, and apparently there is supposed to be a slight difference. Apparently, pink lemonade is supposed to be less tart than regular lemonade. Like, that's the only difference, apparently. Sorry I said that so many times. And I was like, oh, well, at least there's a difference. Because I always thought that I was just getting, like, I never thought that extensively into it, but I know I've always preferred the pink. And I just thought to myself, is pink just regular lemonade? I'm so glad to know that there is a difference. And that's probably why I like it. Because I will drink regular lemonade if that's available and I'm hankering for lemonade. But I do like the less tartness of pink lemonade. Oh my goodness. People are shopping. I'll probably open my checkout in a minute, but at the moment I'm just observing the store. Having a good old time. I still need to give Spirit my packing list to go over to see if I've forgotten anything. Because I keep thinking of stuff. Okay. by just shopping away. But anyway, which let me go look at that again. What is the price of the next store expansion? I do not remember. Let's peek. At least I've managed to go this long without having to get a holy bejesus. See, now this is the point in games like this that I'm like, oh my god. Like, you start to just kind of get like, don't want to spend that much. So if I wanted to expand my store, I would have to almost be broke. Ooh, that's tough. And then I still need to do... okay, we're close. I still need to get some more checkouts. Oh, that's cool. There's little notches there. I didn't notice that before. And then storage. I think we're doing okay on storage. I still need to give the store a name. I need to take store name ideas from everyone. If anyone has an idea that they would like to consider, let me know. On here or on the Discord, doesn't matter. Just preference that it's a store name, just in case I forget. But yeah, I need to do that. And then this next license here, I'm just kind of like, eh. I'm almost tempted to skip this one, just because half of it is alcohol. Although I'm not that excited about this one either. Let's see. Because I'm in like a catch-22 at this point, because it's like, ooh, yes, more products, lovely. But then I need more shelving or more fridges or whatever. Meaning I need to expand the store, probably. We've reached that time. Where you start to think to yourself, what do we do next? Oh, we're out of coffee. Are the stalkers... Okay, they're doing stuff. I was gonna say, is there anything that I've bought overage of inventory of that they're restocking? I don't know. Okay. But since I was surprisingly not horribly exhausted after work today, I said to myself, well, let's go ahead and stream this afternoon, because I know I usually during the week stream in the evening, and then on Sundays I usually stream during the day. But today I was like, let me go ahead and do it while I have the energy. Because yesterday I just didn't feel well, and then it didn't end up getting done, even though I meant to. So I was like, I need to make it up, because I want to try to make sure I don't miss any days, especially since we're going to be gone a whole week here week after next. And then I forgot to mention, actually, which maybe I need to try to put in a couple extra days, because I just remembered, after we get back from vacation, like 2 days later, I'm going to be out of town for that weekend as well. So maybe I need to try to put in some extra stuff. I totally forgot that those two things were running together till just now, unless I were to reschedule that, but I should probably run under the assumption that I'm not. So maybe I need to do some another day as well, which if I do this week, I don't know, maybe I need to look at like Friday maybe. Because Wednesday and Thursday, we're either going to some place for dinner or we're having guests for dinner that usually stay for a bit, obviously. So can't do that. So it might have to be Friday. Because I usually stream on Sunday, which I'm planning to still do, but I'm going to try to, which I need to get my list finalized. I'm going to try to start packing stuff in our suitcase. I'm going to pop it open in my husband's office and start putting stuff in there that like we don't need at this time that is going on vacation with us. Oh, it's 9 o'clock. My bad. Sorry, guys. I almost forgot to close the store, and we were just going to be here all night. Yeah, I meant to like start it this last weekend, but I didn't quite yet because I was just like, maybe I can wait. Um, but yeah, it's probably a good idea. Like maybe not the clothes yet, but like the fan and the cooling towels and my rain jacket and like that stuff that I'm obviously not going to be using within the next 2 weeks that I don't need. Um, Oops. We can go ahead and get that stuff put in the suitcase. And I can tell him that as well. We can just kind of split the suitcase. We made negative $41. Okay. Okay, so let's go for, I know some of this stuff is out too. Let's go for just shelf stuff. Hello. It has been a while since I've seen ya. Sorry about that. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. But welcome in. It's been a long time. Oh, is that a command that I don't have? Oh gosh. I didn't realize I was missing anything important. What does that one do? So that my moderator knows as well. Oh, you already knew? Okay. If you still have access to our command stuff, that might be one that we need to put in there. Cool. I didn't know that that was a thing that you could have. Well. Learning some stuff today. Well, I know there are a lot. I tried to set up, like the basic ones that I could think of that we might use often. But I know there's some that I have forgotten, obviously. I know we have all of those. But yeah, if that's a command we can set up, we need to set that one up. 'Cause yeah, I totally would love to know that. In fact, while they're stocking, let me just look at that real quick. While they're doing the work that they're paid for, let me look that up. Or look at the thing. Man, them dishwasher tabs just like sell like hotcakes. Okay. Let's see here. Let's put that in. Mm-hmm. Yep, it is the first day of spoopy season. The best time of the year ever. So exciting. Okay, I've got that there so that I remember it. Okay. I can't believe it's already October. It is crazy to me that it's already October. This is one of those years that have just gone by so freaking quick. I do too. I'm debating because I meant to start decorating before, and this is terrible. I usually don't do this. I'm debating decorating for Halloween outside at least because yeah. Well, and we were thinking about getting some new stuff, but I don't know. And then I'm overly paranoid about oh, that's cute. I'm overly paranoid about stuff happening when we're gone. So, like, if we have inflatables out or something like that, since we're going to be on vacation for a whole week in the middle of October, I'm kind of just like, do I want to do outdoor decorations that are going to be unattended for like a whole week while we're gone? Because I don't want to leave that up to our, to my sister-in-law and her husband if something were to happen to something. I don't want them to have to rush out there to fix it and all that jazz. So I'm just like, do I even want to fiddle with decorating outside this year? Maybe I can just decorate inside. Maybe I can try to come up with something cute to like put in the windows or something so that people can see it from the outside. Just kind of put in minimal effort this year, you know? I hate to do that, but yeah, I'm going to have to look through our decorations and see which ones are indoor because my dad gave me a couple things I could maybe set on the windowsill. And actually, what did I do with oh man, I know those were in the car when I came back from visiting home last time. Where did I put those? Oh, shoot. Where did I put those at? Darn it. I just thought of something that my aunt gave me when I was visiting home last time, and I know they came back with me, but I don't remember where they are. She gave me these cool candles that I can put around, well, cool, I say cool, just candle. She gave me candles that I can put on my windowsill that are like solar. And it just occurred to me that like I know they went in the car, but the car's been unpacked for a while since I was last visiting home, and I do not recall unpacking those, but I know they came back with me. So now I'm sitting here like, where did they go? Hmm, that's a problem. I'm gonna have to find those. I hate when I do that because it makes it seem like I don't care about things people give me, and it's like that's not the case. But when stuff gets moved, it just gets hectic, and then I don't think about it, and now I'm just like, damn, where did I put those? Yeah. But yeah, I'm debating not really doing a lot outside. Like, if I put anything outside, it's gonna be like, I'm thinking minimal stuff that I don't have to worry about possibly. Like, we get a lot of rainstorms up, well, not a lot, but we get a lot of rainstorms up here that have a lot of, like, high wind. And I just don't want anything to happen to something like while we're not here to attend to it. You know what I mean? So like if we were to have like a high wind rainstorm while we're on vacation and we've only got someone coming like once a day to check on our kitties and something were to happen and something were to get destroyed, we're not here to prevent that. So I'm kind of just like, maybe I won't put anything too extensive outside. Maybe if I want to add some embellishment outside, I can do that when we get back from vacation, but I may not do it yet. I'm all over the place, you know? But we'll see. But yeah, now that's going to baffle me because I just remembered those candles and I'm like, where are they? Because they're not in the car, so they definitely came in the house. But I'm just like, where did I put them? That's the same with my perfume. I use a one specific perfume that I love, and I took it with me when I went home to visit, and I thought it was in my purse. It is not in my purse, and I do not have a backup here. So now I'm just like, where did my perfume go? I'm just having all kinds of problems. Things are missing. I don't know. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, except the opposite. I'm just thinking if I want to put stuff outside that's like a little bit bigger or that might need to be babysat, I think I'm just going to wait till we get back. I am. I've always been a hot mess. That is not a surprise to anyone. My problem is when like a lot of stuff's going on or like one very stressful thing is going on, let's say. So in our case, i.e. planning for this big vacation in a couple weeks, I get real scatterbrained because my brain's just going everywhere. It's like, what do I need to pack? What stuff do I need to do before we leave? What stuff do I want to do before we, all of that. And it's just like, my God. We are going to be gone from, I know, don't remind me. We're going to be gone from give me just a second. We're going to be gone from the 12th. Thank you. 12th until the 20th, yes. So we leave the morning of the 12th, and then if all goes according to plan, knock wood, we should be back on the 20th. Can't say or not if I will stream on the 20th, even though that's a Sunday, because it depends on what time we get back. It depends on how we're feeling. Because um, even though we're splitting up the drive between 2 days, so we're not doing like the full drive to get back on that Sunday, it depends. Yeah, that's what I'm aiming for, is for the 21st to be business as usual at least. So that's what I was. Well, because correct me if I'm wrong. We're splitting it up again on the way back, right? Where we're doing a stretch and then stopping somewhere and then the next day. Okay, so are we doing 10 hours and then 6 hours again on the way back, or did we split it up differently? I forgot. Because if we're only doing a 6 hour stretch on the second day on the way back, it shouldn't be too late. Yeah, because I know on the way up we're doing a 10 hour day and then we're stopping and then we're doing 6 hours the next day to get there. And I can't remember if we're splitting it up the same on the way back. But I was gonna say if we're doing 6 hours on the second day on the way back, it shouldn't be too late by the time we get back. But we'll see. Spirit has all the deets on that. I tried to help plan other stuff and then Spirit did that. Because Spirit's been down this road before. Literally. So, she knows the route. But yes, if all goes according to plan, unless I'm feeling particularly energetic when we get back on Sunday. The 21st should hopefully be the first normal day back. And once again, I wish I could, um, which I know I've still got highlight videos up on my channel now, so there will be stuff to watch while I'm gone. But yeah, I wish I could. I wish I could like record, pre-record streams or maybe even rerun streams for you guys while I'm gone. But I think you can do that, but I don't understand the logic of it. Yes, if you can call anything normal. Right. Because we have it set up the same way that, like, when we're going up, right? Where, like, the first day we leave, we're doing a significant chunk, and then we're staying the night somewhere, and then the next day we're doing the rest. Was it the same split, though? Was it a 10 and 6 split on the way back, or was it different? That's what I can't remember. If it was the exact same time frame-esque stuff. It is different? Okay. When you, when you, when you find the info of how it's different. 8 and 8. Okay. So, oh, nice. Doing better than I would. Okay, so it's 10 and 6 up and then 8 and 8 back. Okay. So, yeah. I guess it depends on what time we leave in the morning, but it'll at least be late afternoon for sure. Which isn't bad. At least it's not going to be like midnight. So, I will not complain. My butt will probably complain after we get through that first 10-hour stretch. Yes, thank you. We are going to do our absolute best. That's why I was telling Spirit earlier, like, we might want to double check some stuff before we go. And we're trying to keep an eye on the weather just to see, because luckily, where we're going to stay is not on the coastline, thank goodness. So I feel like the main things we're going to have to worry about is being able to get down there and get back. And then hopefully, nothing happens on either of those routes. So we're going to do our gosh darndest. That's not too bad for a day's work. Gosh, even though I buy a bunch of stuff, it's always empty, empty, empty. Good, good, good. Yeah, we'll just have to keep checking up on that, and then, like I said, for my extra paranoid brain, let's just check with the hotels sometime next week, a couple days before we go, and just make sure that they're good, just in case. But yeah, I should maybe we should go ahead and put like a bulletin on one of the pages for that, Spirit. Um, in the announcement page or maybe somewhere. Can you pin a message in Discord? Can we do that? I'm sorry. I'm Discord illiterate. Can we like pin a message? Okay, cool. So we should probably do that then. Like, hey, don't think I just abandoned Twitch. I'm just on vacation. Okay, everyone's out. I was like, did we get rid of all the costumas? Well, that's pretty good. Okay. Okay, so we're definitely out of stuff over here. So let's do freezer section. Right? I wouldn't want people to think that that's what I did, just pieced out for a week. Especially since we're still working on getting to affiliate. I don't want people to think I just decided to quit. It's like, no, I did not. I'm still here. I just decided to go on vacation. It's very strange to be going on vacation this late in the year, though. I've never done this, because usually we do vacation like spring, early summer, somewhere around there. So it's very odd. Thank you. It's very odd to be going on vacation this time of year. Sorry, my brain got distracted. It's very strange. But yeah, I usually prefer spring, early summer when I go on vacation so I can be outside and not die. Since I get heat exhaustion, I really don't want to do that. Which is why I'm trying to be prepared, which I've been to Florida. I've never been to Florida in October, but I've been to Florida. So I know it's like kind of muggy hot, and we're going to be outside a lot, obviously. So I'm trying to prepare because I got myself a misting fan. We're going to have water bottles, you know. And obviously, thankfully, where we're going, there are plenty of places to like chill for a minute if need be. So I'm going to try to do my best. Getting another chiropractor adjustment before we leave. Just to make sure everything's doing what it's supposed to be doing. I gotta remember to remind Prometheus to take the car in to get checked over, like, sometime next week. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I mean, I know summer is, like, considered the vacation time, and that's nice and all, but, oh, man. If you want to do stuff outside, like, peak summertime is just blech. I kind of hate that my birthday's in the summer because yep, that's true too. Off season stuff. Yeah, yeah. I hate that my birthday's in the summer because that. Because like, if I wanted to do anything that was outside, it's like, nope, it's gonna be too hot. And see, that's totally fine. That should be, and that's what I was hoping. Because like, I've only been to Florida in the spring, and the temperatures weren't atrocious then. It's just kind of muggy hot. So I will be interested to feel the Florida heat in October. I'm curious of the difference. I'm hoping it's a drier heat, but yeah, if it's lower temperatures like that, that's fine. 85 and lower, I can do that. And especially if we've got water and stuff like that, that shouldn't be too terrible. I can't imagine my heat exhaustion whooping me too bad there. Um, I hope. Yeah, see, I've never been that time of year. Oh, I bet. Yeah, we've been in like March and April, and it was warm, but it was like that muggy, sticky kind of warm. Not like, oh my gosh, it's so hot I'm gonna burn my face off outside. But it was that uncomfortable mugginess that we had a problem with. But it wasn't that bad. We are in the central time zone. Oops. I need to quit being. Excuse me. I need to quit buying this. No one's buying it. Who's buying this? Yeah, that's what I always have to think about too. Which I mean, luckily our phones automatically change, so that helps. But at least it's only an hour. I will say that at least. An hour's not that bad. Like at least we know if anyone calls us or if we have to call anybody back home, it won't be that much of a difference. I do want to go to Hawaii one day. But yeah, we'll just have to pay attention. Okay. Let's see. Peanut butter, red flour. What else is completely empty? Red coffee. What is that? I think that's a cereal. Maybe. Oh, yep. We're not. As far as states go, we're not too far of a difference. Your state is next to our state. Okay, so there's oh yeah, that I think that's that cookie cereal, Choco Pick, potatoes. Let's see. I think where's that other cereal? I'll have to look it up. This one. Oh, I was like, where did my cursor go? Okay. Get another one of those. Let's go ahead and get another one of these. Um, trying to think of a map in my head. What? West? Missouri. We are Missouri folk. Okay, let's let them stock. Oh, I don't think I've heard of that. I'm not sure where that is in juxtaposition to us. I just realized because I've got some other stuff going on in November aside from Thanksgiving, of course, I'm going to have to do some schedule adjustments. We do not live in St. Louis, if that's what you mean. No. We won't disclose specifically what town we're in, but I will say where we're not. We're not in St. Louis. I couldn't live in St. Louis. That would stress me out. St. Louis, Chicago, New York, all places I'm okay with visiting for a short period of time. Would I want to live and drive there on a regular basis? Absolutely not. Okay, got all that filled in. Okay. Candy. Oh, forgot shelf milk. Okay. Ah, yes. It's been a while. Candy, shelf milk, bleach. But yeah, the traffic in cities like St. Louis, Chicago, and all, it stresses me out the way people drive. Like New York was the worst, obviously. Like we went to New York and took cabs and like you have to be a massively, which you kind of do in all these places, but oh my. The driving aggression that had to be had in New York to get anywhere was insane. Like we would have to pull up in these intersections and these cars would have to be kissing bumpers and I'm just like, "Oh my god." I don't either. Like I can't. Cuz I have trouble where we live. Like I came from a little town where there's basically one two-lane highway that goes through our entire town that I've lived in my whole life. And now I live here where Spirit, lives with my husband and there's like highways attached and exits and now they're expanding one of our highways to be like 3 lane and I have to drive with a GPS here, not gonna lie. Unless it's a place that I go on a regular basis where I have visually memorized the route, I cannot remember where things are. I'm not good at that. So, unless it's something that I remember visuals for, I literally need the GPS to get anywhere. Because I want to make sure I don't accidentally get in the wrong lane or take an exit I'm not supposed to or something like that. Because I don't want to end up where I'm not supposed to be. Because I've done that to myself before. Go ahead and open the checkout this time here. I do. I do indeed know how to get to the Lowe's. Luckily, it's next to a lot of other things that I frequently visit. Oh, yes, it's right next to that. And it's next to the Sam's and the Dollar Tree. A lot of places I go on a regular basis. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell this story. I'm pretty sure this is what happened, but I only saw it out of the corner of my eye. I had to go to Sam's without my husband the other day. I'll answer that question in just a second. But you know the crosswalks like in front of the entrances to stores, and obviously the people walking had the right of way. I was going across, and I was already crossing the lines. There was no one there, and these people just decide while I'm rolling. Oh, let me check out this dude real quick. These people just decide while I'm rolling to just walk in front of my car, or my husband's car, I should say. I had to take his car, and it was a dude and a lady, and the dude didn't even look at my car, and I'm just thinking to myself, what the? And I did that like disappointed shaking of the head. And as I was going by out of the corner of my eye, I saw the lady's arm go up in the air. I'm pretty sure she probably flipped me off. But it's just like, you're taught when you're a child to look both ways before crossing the street. And these people will just, I see, which I'm sure everybody knows in parking lots, like they'll just, like you're actively rolling and they just cross the street and don't look and just assume you're going to stop. And I feel like when you're driving, you have to assume that those other people around are more negligent than you are. That's how I've always thought about it when I drive. Not that I haven't had, things happen, because stuff happens sometimes. But that's the way I think about it. Like, whether I'm a pedestrian or a driver, it's like, I have to assume these other people are not as responsible as I am. Because, you can't just assume people are going to. Because what if I had been an irresponsible driver in that moment and I was like texting on my phone, or I wasn't looking up because it was clear when I started going through the crosswalk, and these people just decided to cross without looking or acknowledging me and got hit by my car? Same. Exactly. I hate that stuff. It grinds my gears because it's just like, and people get hit, y'all get hit by cars and stuff, and you wonder why. You know, or like, because we have a lot of these in town too, the four-way stops. When people don't follow the rules at four-way stops, oh, it chaps me so bad. So I have to sit there and like be extra vigilant and make sure no one's gonna go when they're not supposed to, so that I don't get hit. It's terrible. Oop. Yeah, yeah, shopping carts get me too. Like, listen, I don't know how this. I've just gone on a spit here. When it comes to shopping carts, like, I understand not wanting to take it back in the store if you've parked a ways away. I get it. That, exactly. I understand not wanting to go back into the store. That makes total sense. If you parked a ways away, I get it. But there are plenty of cart corrals in the parking lot for your convenience. You might have to walk a little bit, but you won't have to walk as far as you would have had to walk if you had to take it back in the store. And the fact that people will just not even put in that effort. Like when that same Sam's trip, I was sitting in because I did like a pickup, so I didn't have to go in the store. And I was sitting there waiting, and I was in like the first, was it the first? It was like the second row of pickup parking spots when you're next to the door. And I'm sitting there and I'm watching, and this lady comes out with this guy, and they have a cart, and they just pull up next to the curb next to the parking spots there, and she just leaves the cart there and walks away. And it's just like, ma'am, there was literally a cart thing one parking spot down from me. One parking spot down. And she just decided to leave it there. And on top of that, I think she left it there because it was next to, you know, those flatbed carts that people use to take stuff out to cars. She left it next to one of those because, you know, that the pickup people use to bring out our stuff. And I assume she did that like, oh well, they'll put it back if I sit it next to their carts. They'll see it, and it's just like, ma'am, I don't know. Am I the kindest or the most, you know, rule abiding citizen? Well, that sounds terrible. That sounds like I break laws on the regular. But you know what I mean? I'm not the best at public etiquette. I'll say it like that. I'm not the best at it, but stuff like that I feel like is just common courtesy to people that work in places like retail. You know, and as someone that's worked them kind of jobs before, I know how frustrating that can be when you have to collect carts and people just leave them places or, you know, whatever else. And I just don't understand why people do that. Whoops. And it just, oh man. Mm-hmm. I don't see that very often, but yeah, I'm not surprised in the slightest that that's a thing that occurs. But it just bugs the bejesus out of me, that kind of stuff. And it's just like, where were you raised? Because I was raised not to do this. Is this not, like, it just baffles me because I'm just like, is this not commonplace to, like, do these things when you're in public? I guess not. I guess I'm weird. But, mm, oh, it just makes me so mad. But, yeah, mm, mm, mm. I'm shocked I've never gotten hit. My car's never gotten hit in the parking lot, to be honest, with all the craziness. Yep. Oh yeah, which I don't really shop at Meyer, but we have Schnucks here, and they have that. And yeah, they put it in the wrong dang. It's like put it in the right dang slot. You're not stupid. You know what's small and what's large. Do it right so that these people don't have to do extra effort to get this stuff done. For the love of Pete. Oh, I'm sure it's not that. I'm sure it's just that they genuinely don't care. And like I said, me as someone who cares about that kind of etiquette in public, I don't understand it. Don't make any sense. No sense at all. That kind of stuff just drives me absolutely insane. What's that? Okay, let's do one more shift here. Okay, is the other guy restocking too, or just the one? Okay, it looks like they're both restocking stuff. Maybe. See what he's gonna do. Is he gonna stand outside? Yes. Let me see what he's doing first, because he's pulling stuff. Let me let him finish. Oh, okay. Okay, is he finished? Okay. Let's see. Okay, so we're out of fries. We're out of, what is that? Chicken. Man, they like that cheese. Oh. Yep, that's definitely an old expression. Chicken french fries. God dang it. Oh, the song's never gonna leave me. Do you know how? and they're not bad songs, not in the least bit. But you know how you'll have songs that are like really popular and you just hear them everywhere and they get stuck in your head and it makes you hate them even though they're good songs and you like them and they're catchy, but you just hate them because of overexposure. I'm having that problem right now with one particular artist because I just can't stop hearing her stuff. And I like the songs, they're cute. I like them a lot, but it bothers me um, because there's just an oversaturation right now. Like I'm hearing them so much that it's making me hate them. Does anyone else experience this, or am I just weird? Does that make sense? Like, I know it's good music. It's probably going to end up on my music player, somewhere down the way because I like it. But it's just so overplayed right now that it annoys me that it's stuck in my head. So I'm having that grievance with like one particular artist right now, and I'm just like, ma'am, we need to stop meeting like this. We haven't gotten any calls. Like I've got my ballot ready to go because I had to get an absentee ballot. Um, I'm ready. I'm not gonna turn it in yet. I'm gonna wait till I get back from vacation, but I have it here on my desk and I'm ready to roll. But it is an important election year, I would say. Yeah, luckily we don't get those for whatever reason. But I would say it's an important year. Not to get political, I'm not gonna say which way I sway or the other, but it's important. I think if you're old enough to vote, you should vote, especially with the presidential stuff. I feel bad. I didn't vote for the longest time, and I should have been. I do not know. I get so many calls from like numbers I don't know. I don't even know. I would love to know who owned my phone number before me, because when I switched to, because I'm still with the same phone company. Um, what am I trying to say? When I switched to, oh wow. Um, I don't remember which phone it was because I used to have the not smartphones and then switched to smartphones. I can't remember when I had to change my number or for what reason because I've had the same phone service company the whole time I've had a cell phone. But at some point, for whatever reason, I had to switch phone numbers. Is the point? And I didn't want to, but I had to. But ever since I've had this particular phone number that I have, even though I have done that thing where you go online and put your number on the registry to have people stop calling you, I get so many random calls all the time. There are some days I'll get the calls and like they will call like I will deny the call or whatever you call it, decline it, and they'll just immediately call back like four times in a row, and I'm just like for every number I've blocked, five more have popped up. And sometimes I'll get mad and I'll I'll pick it up, and it's always a freaking what you call it. It's always an automated freaking thing, and ugh, I hate them so much. It's infuriating. Infuriating. It's like I don't know what the person before me was doing with this number, but geez, I hate it. You have to drink some water. We'll drink the water. We like water. I've been drinking more water. Like I drink soda every once in a while now because just I get a hankering. But I've been drinking more water. Um, the last couple days have just been lemonade days because I need a little variety. But I don't put sugar or anything in my lemonade. It's just the powder. So hopefully that helps a little bit. I'm sure she's doing something. I know she's still there. Because when she leaves, she announces herself. So I don't know what she's doing, but I'm sure she's doing something. See? Told ya. Oh. That's how she is. She's a spirit. She lingers in the background. You feel her presence, but you don't hear her voice unless you summon her. That's how it works. And it's spoopy season, so even better. Oh, man. Oh, my. She would be something like that. Or a demon. But in this case, in spirits in the name, we'll say Wraith. You know I love you. It's all in good fun. Whoa. Go ahead and put this away. I'll have to look. I think I still need to upload the last stream, which was on what? That's Sunday? Is that Sunday? Yeah. I was gonna say I never say anything that would get me in that much trouble because now I can't like be like, oh, I'm an hour and a half away, haha, and hope she forgets about it. Now she could literally like roll up on my house. So yeah, I don't do that. We don't do that anymore. This was our hope for yep. This was our hope for adulthood. Like any best friend's hope. Like we're going to grow up an adult together and live like obviously your ideal dream is like living right next door to each other, but a street over is not bad. I feel like we did pretty well. Mhm. Exactly. I still think it's funny how that worked out because obviously when Prometheus and I were looking for houses, we were looking all over town and looking in this neighborhood too, but we weren't strictly looking here. And it just happened to work out that this is the house that worked out, the one a street over. Because I remember at first he accused me of picking this house specifically, exactly. He accused me of picking this house specifically because it was a street over, and I was like, no. I was like, that is just an extra benefit. But it just so happened that this is the house that worked out. Because even he couldn't deny, a lot of the other ones we either didn't like or somebody put an offer in on them before we even got to see them. And this was the first house that not only, did we choose to put an offer in on, but we didn't have to compete with anyone else to buy it for whatever reason. Because as far as we know, there's no booby traps in this house that we haven't found. That's right. The universe was like, it's time. Y'all have lived apart for too long. Now is the moment. Because we didn't live in the same town for, what is that, 11 years. Exactly. The dishwasher was the sacrifice. But we hadn't lived in the same town for like 11 years. It was time. Do some more checking out here. We're so close to having enough checkouts to get another cashier. Because once I get a third cashier, I'm going to strictly stay out of here. It's probably an ocean again, because we tested our new pool that we bought. Obviously, we're not leaving it up because summer's about to be over. We filled our new pool to make sure that there's no leaks, and now we're in the process of taking it down before we go on vacation. And hubby let it drain, so I'm sure it is an ocean currently. But it was dried up. But since we didn't have it anchored and we were just filling it up to make sure there were no leaks. I don't know if you'll be able to see the ocean, but we can check. 91, 50, 65. Oh my goodness. Well, we're glad you found us as well. We always love making new friends. Why all you people got cash? Oh no. So what you're saying is, I need to bring disinfectant spray and spray them both down. Jesus, ma'am. Why do you need 5 bottles of hot sauce? What are you making? What's for dinner tonight, or what's for dinner when we have dinner together? These are the important questions. Spirit would have to answer that one, because it's her turn. But, I think... Ah, cool. I think I might make... Oh, man. Right? I think I might make butter chicken tonight. I'm not sure. I'll have to look at my menu of stuff. Because even though we're going to be here all next week, you know, and then the next weekend is when we're going on vacation, I'm going to try to do mineral groceries. Just because, number one, we can save that money for when we go on vacation. But number two, I don't want to stock up a bunch of stuff when we're going to be gone for a week. Especially since we're going to try to prioritize... Oh, nice. Especially since we're going to try to prioritize, like, not having any leftovers in the fridge. You guys are the people buying all my cheese. I knew it. The shift is almost over. Yes, me too. I don't know what it was. Like, that just happens to me sometimes. Like, I'll eat things that I eat on a regular basis, and then, like, 9 times out of 10 it's fine, and then one time, you know, I just won't feel well the next day. Or that night, you know, depending on when I eat it. So, but it's just like, I will take that over actually being sick for an extended period of time. It is 9 o'clock. I have to close the store. more people are flooding in. There we go. That should be the plan. This weekend should be normal because next weekend is when we're leaving. So should be normal. But yeah, I might try to. Like I said, I don't know. But like next week and then maybe this week, I might try to get a couple extras in since I realized I'm also going out of town like the next weekend after we get back from vacation. I might try to compensate. It's too bad I'm planning to be responsible and work on Halloween, or I would do like a Halloween stream. Oh, raid someone today? Give me just a second. Write something down real quick. Yeah, I need to get into the habit of raiding folks every time. The only reason I don't is because a lot of times I'll go and search for someone and Twitch will be like, can't find anybody for you to raid, sorry. Let me see. Well, let me look real quick at my stuff real quick. Let me see. I was gonna say, I see one of the people that I follow that I could raid. Before I choose them, though, was there someone in particular that you wanted to raid? That you like on here? Let's go ahead and save. Oh, okay. Interesting. I say interesting as if I didn't play that game. Yeah, I don't think I've heard of that streamer. Give me just a second. Let me get set up here. I love Resident Evil. Like I said, I think I'm too much of a scaredy cat to play those ones on stream, but I love them. How many hours have I played this game? 126.4. Too many, that's what. but um but anyway, I'll go ahead and let you guys go for this Monday afternoon. I've got a couple things yeah, 126.4. I've got a couple things I got to do. So, I will let you guys go and we will raid our suggested channel. So, I will talk to you guys later. Bye guys. It is Tuesday.